How many of you guys watched the Emmys last night? Just you and you. You? Oh no, bathroom's that way. She was trying to go to the restroom. He had a flashback to when he was a little kid. No, the fact is a lot of people didn't watch the Emmys. In fact, it was a season, not a season low. It's like the lowest it's been in 3 years, but it's been on a downward spiral for a number of years. Last 3 or 4 years. So this is going down and down and down and down. And I guess it turns out people don't want to sit back for 3 hours and listen to Trump jokes. You know, look, I like a Trump joke, but I like a good Trump joke. A good Trump joke. And it's hard to do a good Trump joke because there's so many Trump jokes. And let's just be honest, man. A lot of people, they don't watch the Emmys because they don't even know half the shows that are on the Emmys. They don't watch the show, so why watch the award for a show that you don't even know about, nor could care less about? Like take for instance, like This Is Us. I don't watch This Is Us. My wife occasionally watches it, and whenever she tells me about the show, it'd be some sad, melodramatic, well, you got to understand that she used to be the brother and sister, and that it's all flashbacks, and they were in the past, and now they're together, and it's sad because she was big and overweight, and then she died, and then this thing happened, and that thing happened, and it's all sad. And I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch it. Now, don't get me wrong, I support some of the people that, got awards like Donald Glover. I like this guy. And, for Atlanta, I like that guy, and I think he did a great job, and I'm happy for him. But, I mean, like John Oliver, he doesn't really take risk on this show. He goes the safe route. He bashes the safe things. That's what he does. He stays in his liberal lane. And what's he going to do? He's from England. He didn't want to get deported. So he's got to he's got to do, but okay, so Alec Baldwin, he does the Trump joke stuff. That's okay, man. He does a masterful job at it, but it's the same Trump. It's just, I'm tired of it. I can't co-sign that. And then the Emmys is sort of like a snark fest, right? Like I'm a black guy from Washington, D.C., man. I don't even know what snarky is. I mean, I didn't know what snarky is or was. Now I know. Now I wish I could unknow it. It's like it's anything that Seth Meyers would say or do. That's snarky. It like Sean Spicer. He came out, did a little bit. It was cool that he did a little bit. I thought it was light. I thought that was cool that they brought him out and trying to show him what the rest of the world looks like. But these people crucified Sean Spicer. This guy came out to be the butt of the joke and to kind of be a part of the joke and kind of say, look, guys, I'm not my job. I'm a person. And I think instead of bashing Sean Spicer, people should have just been like, look, man, this guy had the worst job known to man. Like the worst job. In fact, he's up there. He should have been on Mike Rowe's Dirtiest Jobs. Mike Rowe should have did a scene, an episode with Sean Spicer, White House press secretary, and what he went through. See, this is the thing I don't like about Hollywood. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some good people in Hollywood, and then there's some sellout losers in Hollywood. And everyone in Hollywood pretty much is really careful about what they say and what they do because it's all so political. And I don't care if you got $10 million, don't want to make less millions. And if you start speaking out and being real about how you really think and feel on different subjects, well, all of a sudden your money could go away. So that's the problem I have with Hollywood. It's a problem. It's they're constrained. But I don't feel sorry for them because we all have jobs. I just get tired of them saying what they know that the people want, what their handlers want them to say, what the execs want them to say, what the liberal media wants. They just keep saying the same stuff, and it's old, it's tired. I just rather you not say nothing. If you're just going to keep saying what they tell you to say, playing it safe. I know it's easy for me to do. I'm broke, so I can say what I want to say. But wait till you get a couple $1 million, Tim Black, and then let's see if you have as much guts. Well, we'll find out when it happens. So let's make it happen so we can find out. Then we'll see. But up until then, I'm talking as much crap, much noise, making as much noise and pissing off as many people as possible. And that's what a good show like John Oliver is supposed to do, is piss off the wrong people. Like, if you're not pissing off the wrong people, what are you doing? You playing to the choir. Just playing to the choir. And that's not respectful. That's not admirable. That's nothing. If you really want people to tune into the Emmys again, won't you have other hosts? And look, I like Stephen Colbert, but I'm not a huge fan. All right? Like, get Bill Burr to host the Emmys. Yeah, get Dave Chappelle to host the Emmys. And if you really want to push the envelope and make some noise for the Emmys all over again, won't you do a hologram, like virtual George Carlin hosting the Emmys? Now, I don't know how that would work, because a lot of these people he never heard of, so you don't have clips of him talking to these people or whatever. But you could, I'm sure, with all the talent in Tinseltown, you could figure this shit out. That's what you need if you want people to actually watch this show. But the Trump is horrible, and Trump's scary, and he's dumb. Like, those jokes are just lame and played out. At least slide in a few Nancy Pelosi jokes to, like, you know, even the table, slide them under the leg to keep the rest of our attention from sliding off the face of the fucking table. Or keep losing. Subscribe to this channel, become a member of the Tim Black Wolf Pack by going into the description box below and clicking on what we call a hyperlink, which will take you to it. Because here it's not about left or right, it's about truth and keeping it real.